Hello. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Justice Spirit, and I am always wondering on who is the most hyped character just to watch in Tekken, whether it's competitive play or just like, casuals. So I decided to make a tier list out of it. And I decided to reach out with a very, very familiar figure in the Tekken 7 community. And I actually have one of the few faces in America that she's representing. And I have Cuddlecore with me.
Hi
Cuddlecore.
there.
Hi. She is actually real, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you can see over here. So I have, like, going through the list. It's actually in alphabetical order. Actually, let me take this off actually for a while. Okay, well, let's hide. Yeah, let's hide that. So I have the list going from pop off hype, which from bottom, top to bottom, is from hype to most hype. I just named it very, very differently. And so I have pop off hype, applause, nod of approval, thumbs up, meh, and yeah, no, because that's not hype at all. And we're actually gonna go alphabetically, and also I decided want to add this the reason why I decided to have color Korean because I kind of wanted to get a perspective between a casual, just a casual slash spectator, which is myself, and just like who is absolutely in love with the game, and to a comparison with a different perspective from a very, very knowledgeable player and can give me some really good analysts, which is her. So let's get this started, shall we? So to begin, I have Akuma as the start of the list. So Cuddle.
Akuma, okay, everybody expects that he's supposed to do this massive amount of damage, right?
Yep.
It's almost assumed. And, it's not like it can't be hyped, but it's like, okay, yeah, I kind of, yeah. We expect that a launcher, down 3 into a launcher, 2 into a launcher, or whatever. But, I mean, it can be hype, though.
Yes, super. Especially,
yeah.
Yeah, I would say, like, if it was season 1, then I'm going to put you a pop-off hype. Honestly.
Yeah.
If it was season 1, I'll put you a pop-off hype because Ponko was, like, the first person that did this. 90% damage.
True.
But now the fact that Akuma is, we're in season 3 now, and we just keep seeing this over and over again, I say he's going to go a nod of approval for me.
Yeah, nod of approval, I think, might have to be the place he goes because, like you said, season 1, Kunko really did like a great job showing what the character was capable of when nobody knew about his potential. And then season 3's hit. We've all seen the Akuma
over and over and over again.
Whether we've been victims of it or like we have used Akuma or something like that, we've seen it. There's been too many hype moments that have shown Akuma doing stuff that we know he can do, but people don't see it enough. So when they do, they're like, "Oh my god!" So definitely now, I think a nod of approval is definitely where he needs to be.
And also, I want to add in as well. This character actually takes skill.
yeah. I mean, because if he was that easy to use, I think more people would be using him. Not to say that, I mean, like, because people do use him, but it's really not that much. There's not that many people who do at all. But it does take skill because the execution is, I think, kind of high using him. But still, I personally, I feel like the damage output is still ridiculous a little.
Yes.
But but you definitely have to know what you're doing.
All right. Also, I forgot to add this, because this I honestly didn't think this would go this far. That's why this is gonna be a really hype tier list. All right. So, what makes a character most hype to watch? I'm gonna add in how stylish it is. There's 3 categories: how stylish it is, the combos it does / movesets, and how fun the character is. Because how if we main that person, it's just super fun. List goes on and on. Okay, next up is gonna be something you're very familiar with, and also myself. We have Alisa.
I mean, personally, I find her hype all the time because, well, I mean, it's my character. I think everything about her is hype. But, let me think.
I also think she's very, very hype. When you play it, when Chanel's plays it, and when I go casuals, one of my very good friends, pretty much my casual, my training buddy, shoutouts to Ramirez, by the way. There's so much gimmicks
Yeah.
her. The slides, the chainsaws.
Yeah.
And the jets.
Yeah, like if people don't know how to deal with them, it does. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of chaos going on when you're watching it. But when it's just solid Elisa play minus gimmicks and stances and stuff, like a read, when she gets a read, her comeback factor is super high.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like her rage drive it reaches from like range 2.5, and that's a great whip punisher. It's a great way to come back. I say applause.
Applause.
Pop up hype, yeah, depending on the situation.
That's
applause.
It's very, very rare to get a pop up hype, but like pop up hype. It's gonna have one's gonna be there. I'm calling it right now. There's someone's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So the Elisa main, you heard it here, folks. We're going applause, and I definitely agree with her, because when that blue stuff comes out and you hear Rip just shouting, it's another level.
It's that or chainsaws, one of the two. Like, something's coming out.
I mean, yeah, Saint still probably has Stockholm syndrome from CEO.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Saint. Okay, next up on the list we have Anna Williams, who is very, very rare to see on competitive play, but who's getting more recognition thanks to Mr. Taxi.
And Sour Piggy.
Yes, Sour Piggy.
And Shadow.
Yes, Shadow has a pocket Anna. Wow. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. So we still don't really. I personally don't know much of Anna, just only because my cousin mains Anna, and she's super counter hit heavy. I think her movesets is really, really I think it's really stylish.
Yeah, it is. But you have there's a lot of weird combo situations for her. She's very particular. It seems. She's good when she's on counter hit, but if somebody's not if somebody's not pressing that much and they're stepping a lot, it's like the hype of it is there, but it's like it's all the work you have to do to get it.
Right. Yes, I agree, and and you don't see it as much as often.
Right.
And when it does, people are actually popping off. So
True.
I would say a thumbs up or meh around that, but I think I'm leaning more on thumbs up.
I think thumbs up as well, because it's like, oh wow, we know Anna can do this, but like, look at all that she had to do to even get to that point. And
right.
It's like,
and we're still learning new things with Anna as well.
True.
So I think for now, thumbs up. Potentially higher on the list. Potentially. Even though she's very, very bottom of the tier list at the moment, which can change. Patch notes coming up. Up next we have Armor King.
Wow, this character is so underused. It's not even funny.
Yes, I agree. It's honestly the more executional version of King.
Yeah.
And
yes,
we need more of that.
Yeah.
We need more Armor King players, please, out there. Help us.
Yeah, he's lacking a few tools. So like his I'm automatically gonna have to say his hype is at meh.
No, it's at meh. There's not that great thing. The only thing that can really count as hype is his blue stuff and his rage drive. That's the only thing.
But even that, like, it's not even that hype, because it's like people duck it all the time. It's not that scary. His other tools need a little bit more buffing.
Yeah, and if you're not in Forgotten Realm, this is absolutely useless.
Yeah, and it's a little harder for Armor King. It's not like JDCR wasn't, doing it, because he was making him work, but even then you could see it was still difficult.
And yeah, you can see he was struggling. Not, yes, he was placing very decent, but you can see the inconsistency.
Yeah, because of the character is the character's not fully well-rounded.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
With that being said, that just completely summarizes him. We're going to Asuka. Asuka, I was also gonna say maybe around thumbs up or meh. Because it's obviously it's like the same, Kazama style karate, but no movement.
Yeah, like, you're using your regular backdash. Maybe you're, doing some cancels from forward 2. But, like, it's nothing too...
See, it's weird. She's on a weird spectrum. Yeah. But if you look towards, when you just look at the combo, there's back three, her parry, all those things. It's just you just look at the moves or just the combo. You're just like, looks like a BMB,
Yeah, it's her typical stuff.
Yeah, it's just no reset, nothing new. Not many people are labbing with her. Not many people are labbing against her and stuff like that. So it's just when you look at an Asuka player and all this stuff, nothing, the playstyle they have, they don't differentiate. It's always the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, they might play stuff differently. But yeah, a lot of the moves that she has that people use the most, from mid-level to high-level, beginner, all that. Like, a lot of her moves that people will use the same. I do feel like when Dimebag does use her, it's very hype. Mm-hmm. The way he makes those reads, but that's because he knows his character in and out, and that can be very hype. I've seen hype from that. Just solid reads and making those reads and capitalizing highly with her. So I say I put it at a thumbs up because
thumbs up.
Yeah, I think she can be really hype when in the right hands.
I agree. Yes, she said she's more, especially her rage ride coming up, them bouncing, and then you see her kick on them. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. That's it. That's enough to say.
Her damage is super high when she gets that counter hit. Mm-hmm. Shit, yeah, that character will make you pay. if once she puts you at the wall, you have to guess. You have to guess between down 1+2 and 1+2 and mid options, and that is scary. I think people underestimate Asuka's wall pressure. So yeah,
Enough said. Moving on. We got Tekken 6 Prime. We got Bob.
Oh man.
We got Bob on the list.
Jesus. God, this character. I
don't know much about Bob. I'm gonna say
Bob
right now.
He has a lot of he has some nice tracking tools. He can kind of go under a lot of things. He can crush pretty well. He can stay on you. He's a dope character. Underused as well. Wasn't always like that. He can definitely stay in your face and apply that pressure. His wall pressure is nasty. In his hell sweep and wave dash pressure, he's like a Mishima.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. An American Mishima.
Yes, that's what it seems like. I say maybe
I honestly would with the recent hype that he has, because he just brought out from Evo, Evo Japan.
Yes.
And people just out of nowhere. I want to add this factor that when someone just brings out Bob, everyone goes Twitch chat, or just even the crowd, they would get like a pop off. So honestly, I'd say thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up for sure. Because Ulsan using Bob, it's been one of his mains for a while, but the representation of Bob is very low, and for a player like Ulsan to show his knowledge of the character in such a stressful, very one-sided kind of tournament definitely showed that Tekken is normal Tekken without Leroy is not dead. So thumbs up. Because the rage drive is good too. That blue stuff is really good. Counter hit, it's good too.
Oh yeah, I agree as well. Moving on towards that, because we pretty much just discuss all of the things that Bob already has. We have Brian Fury.
Oh yeah, ooh.
This man.
Yes. I put him in applause or pop hype.
No, somewhere around there. I want to put him around there. I'm leaning more towards pop-up hype though, because that man can just do everything.
Yeah, Brian is slower, but his counter hits.
Just put him there for now.
Okay. His counter hits are really strong. And when he carries you to the wall, this is not even that's not even the worst part. It's when you get up wrong and you could potentially get taunted upward for teching wrong. Mm-hmm. And that's the hype right there. And it's like, oh crap.
And then when you watch, I'm gonna go with from Inquisitor saying from the chat. Anytime you get tension upper, it's GG.
Yeah.
That's a complete mental reset right there. Like I don't care how much you have a health lead you have, you're done.
It only takes like 2 or 3 hits from Brian, especially in Rage, for you to be at the same amount of health as him.
And then don't let Kettlecore start with Jimmy J. Don't let us start with Jimmy J.
Because Jimmy, he's obviously shown time and time again, really, what a comeback means with that character. We've seen that.
Impossible that this man has done.
Yeah, and the combos, Jesus, and because of one good read that he makes, he the defense and like the timing. Because Brian, like I said, his counter hits hurt. Forward 3, while rising 3, taunt jet upper, his whip punishers, all of that.
When someone gets hit by Snake Edge.
Oh, someone gets hit by Snake Edge. His 3+4 as well. That 3+4 can be hard to step, and people get hit by that so much. And on counter hit, oh my god!
No, you're done, son. You're done.
Yeah,
you're done.
So yeah, pop up hype for sure. It only takes one move with Brian.
I'm actually speechless. So next up on the list, we got Claudio.
Oh, I'm going to say applause.
I'm saying applause as well. I'm saying applause as well. This man got Beyblades as a moveset. Are you kidding me? You're spinning.
Yeah, his
and just like those movesets, like the way he moves, it's pretty majestic.
Yeah,
it's pretty majestic.
Very majestic. He has more range than I think people know. Like his counter hits yet again. That plays such a huge role in comeback factor and just like what can be seen as hype. Like Claudio's counter hits, you're like, oh my god, getting hit by down forward 2, getting hit by back 1, getting hit by one of the starburst moves, like down 2-2, the guts, forward 1+2, 1+2. That move is so hype, and I think Shadow, it definitely is one of those players who makes the character.
Yes,
so hype.
The only player that can make it hype. Honestly, like you watch him play Claudio. Grab your snacks, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna enjoy the show, and that's just ends it off right there. That's enough to say it. So, with that being said, we're gonna move on to a very prime character back then in season 2. We're gonna go with Devil Jin. I'd say around May thumbs up. I think Devil Jin has, as you can we can all agree, has fallen off.
Yeah, he's okay. Like even in season 2, I'm like, okay, I expect I expect a hell sweep here. I expect an electric here. The comeback. I mean, when I'm gonna put it at meh. I'm sorry. like he's one of those characters where it's like I expect this set of moves from you because one, you're Mishima. 2, when you're in Rage, you do have those mix-ups, like was up forward 4 when it was good, right? And now it's not. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. But, the mix-up is kind of there. It's kind of not. Then there's the Rage drive, which is all right. But,
You're going to see this. Like, the same thing I would say with Asuka. You just see the same moves over and over again. There's Laser Scraper, back 4, up forward 4, Electrics, Hell Sweeps, and the Rage drive isn't even that hype.
Yeah, like, it's okay. But, even at high level, it's great to see players use those moves, but it's like some characters, especially when it comes to like Mishima's, it's not as thrilling to look at because that they have a certain moveset that that they can utilize. So okay, I have to use this, and this for this, and whatever works for you. But when it comes to the hype, usually they have to do something like make a hard read to make it look more interesting.
Actually, like Kudon's type of read.
Exactly, because even when he does stuff sometimes, though, I'm like, okay, I expected that. You're Kudon's, and it's Devil Jin. You're the only person I expect to do this.
Yeah, well, like, all right, he's back. He's back.
Kudon's, like, yeah.
And everyone else says it. Nah, that's just Devil Jin.
Yeah, I don't blame Kudon's for that as much as I do the fact that they changed the character.
So that's enough said. So we're gonna move on, and we have Dragunov. I think this one is a hard one.
Yeah, because he, wash, rinse, and repeat, right?
Yes, exactly. Down two. He gets, people get hype over him, and then some of us just gets absolutely bored with him.
Yes. Wow, it's true. It's between meh and thumbs up again. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we're just gonna go with meh because it's like what you said. Rinse and repeat. Same thing with Deviljin. It's literally the same concept. We see him throughout all the tournaments, top tier, season 1, season 3. Hell, even in Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Yup. It's like why stray from that? Even those certain moves work the best, right? And they were considered like the top 5, right, in season 1, right? Was it top? Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, all the tournament players were using what worked with them, and that was great. But we expected that stuff with them. Well, I guess for us, it's like the hype comes from what we don't see often. Because if you notice, the higher up we go with those characters, it's the less seen characters in tournament that are getting more of the hype. You notice that?
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Underdogs for the win.
Yes. Down 2 used too much. His that's his thing. That's part of his B&B. So he needs that, right? And the wall carries, we see that all the time. We expect it.
And the fact, with season 3, he became one of the kings of wall carries, and I think that completely. Everyone was like, "Listen, he's already strong enough. He didn't need this," and everyone just fell off of him. And
that's very true. That and Nobi really makes him hype. I will say that. Yes, but that's a player by player thing. If we were doing player tier list, then yes.
Yeah. Same thing with Kudons and Deviljin.
Yes, very true. Very true. That's a good point.
Enough said. Moving on. Eddie Gordo.
Wow. This one kind of stumps me. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I'm not stumped, but
this one's. I'm actually kind of stuck with Eddie.
I think he can be kind of meh.
You don't really see that much Eddie players as well. Noticeably, John Ding.
Well, Abel,
yes.
And Sparrow Jin.
Oh yeah, Sparrow.
Yeah, they're all very hype, but the way you have to play Eddie at a higher level, all of them, it's so much harder. But they make him work. But I think Abel, compared to all of them,
is the most. I think Abel's the most hype out of all of them.
Yeah. He, because you have to break up the momentum, and that key charge really does it. And not just that, but just the way he, just the way he kind of plays with the characters. They all play so different, but yeah, I definitely feel like Abel does bring a certain type of hype with them.
Thank you. See, this is why I have a professional perspective, because I personally don't know much about Eddie or majority of these characters.
Dog, I be watching a lot, so I got you, man.
Thank you so much. All right, moving on. A character you don't see a lot. We have Eliza. Very weak.
Yeah, I hate to put her.
I've honestly put no, because you barely see her in tournaments and competitive play, and it's rinse and repeat.
It's expected. Everything you see is expected.
Dive kick, dive kick, punch, dive kick, EX move.
The 2D stuff, right? The 2D stuff. It's not like it can't be hype, because I've seen some hypeness, but it's like, I expect this. The higher the execution, I expect that you're going to get more reward for something. And that's the same with her. That does not change at all. So yeah, meh. I mean, no. Yeah, no. That makes sense.
Yeah. Next! Fang.
Oh man, he used to be so hype.
This man, I still think he's hype. I still think he's hype. But I would say, not applause. I'd say not of approval for me, because that shoulder is something else.
Yeah, the comeback on that shoulder is insane. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. He was like, wasn't he really good in season 1?
Yes.
Right.
Very good.
And then Kempo got nerfed, and then nobody uses him now. But I think Fang hits. He has a great way of getting in on you. A lot of the time, it's his quarter circle forward. A lot of the time, it's just like we have the mix-ups. Like his evasion, all of that has such great hype and comeback. It's unfortunate that they kind of nerfed that, but I think the nod of approval is still there for people.
Yeah, no, I think the nerf was very necessary, though. I mean,
he was very strong.
Yeah, shoulder too strong, man. Shoulder too strong. Alrighty. Next up on the list, that's enough said. Shoulders, not that shoulder itself is not of approval. Don't care about entire Fang's movesets, just the shoulder itself. But I personally think the next character on the list, I personally think that it's the most gimmicky character that we have today.
Oh, Ganryu, huh?
We have Ganryu.
Yeah. Meh.
Meh?
I'm sorry. Super meh.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is my opinion though. I'm gonna say why. So just like, yet again, it's expected of him because of the neutral that he plays up close.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of like his hitbox is very odd. He steps like he's an average sized character. Yeah, he has a lot of options where he can finish 2 strings. It puts him in stands, so you have to guess again. Like that's his whole game. He has so many different types of gimmicks when it comes to like how you can throw off your opponent, and that's something that when you fight against the character, you expect that. I fought against this character so much.
I did not.
It's well, that's why I'm saying it's meh, because it's like same thing. His lows. Like what everything surrounded very strong A tier for sure, but when it comes to the hype he brings, his wall carry is insane. But you're like, wow, that hit he has that much wall carry, and it's very strong as well. But you expect it, you really do. He's that very well-rounded character where you expect to be that. You expect it. You definitely do. That's just my opinion though.
Yeah, I understand. The reason why I want to give my insight is because as I mentioned before, I don't really play against Ganryu, and every time I play against Ganryu, they play really trolly. Weird. As for me, my reaction time is potato, and when they do the unblockable, I don't jump. Or when they're on the ground, they do a body slam on me or something like that. So.
It's a lot of different options. And there's so many different ways you have to kind of consider approaching him when there's all those setups. And Oki, I think he is a character that potentially has some actual Oki. Him and Xiaoyu and a couple of others, but like this isn't tag, right? So Oki is not as evident. Like to see it in Ganryu, he has the actual options and potential to have real Oki, and it's frightening, but it's expected with a character like this. But he's very, very strong, and I think people are really sleeping on this character because Leroy came out at the same time as him.
Leroy, what you gotta do this to us?
Because Ganryu is super strong. I don't know how people are realizing this.
I was like, all right, Evo Japan. I'm expecting a Ganryu. Nope. Nope.
A shame, right? Ain't that a shame? Because I remember in Tekken Tag 2. This character was super strong. That hasn't changed. And then I played him, and that's why I played this character against so many people who use his character. Especially my training partner, Shadow. He uses Ganryu as well. And play invans and glaciating. Yeah, this character is really strong. Top 3.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here, folks. Speaking of top 3, or maybe even top 5 now we think about it. We got Geese Howard.
Oh,
Not approval.
Yeah, I think,
same as Akuma.
Yeah, the execution is there. You still have to have some, but I heard his execution's way easier. Like, when Geese gets something, you're like, okay, yeah. But there's still some really great hype moments that can be produced. Yes, because those are still reads. And I can definitely agree with the not of approval. Yeah, sure. Hang
on. My thing is actually not, my chat's not showing up. So hold on. Unfortunate. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Hold on, let me. No, that's even worse. Alrighty. My chat's not showing up on the screen, so it's like it's all white. I don't have an opacity box, but Inquisitor saying lower risk, good reward.
He's right, or she is right. Yes, they are right. I agree completely. The low risk of reward is so true. Characters like that, it makes it easier to make the risk because there's not that much you have to think about when it comes to what you're kind of putting out there compared to like some characters like Xiaoyu. Though AOP exists, it's a higher risk.
Yeah.
And she can easily get counter hit. We're talking characters, like there's a ton of characters that can counter hit AOP like with no problem. Their downward ones hit her at every range. So she has to risk a lot. So when she risks, the reward is not always that strong. So it's just thinking about that.
Yeah. And there's Geese. All right.
Yeah, and then there's Geese who has to risk not as much at all either.
So we got next up on the list. I personally think he's hype every time I see him. Gigas. Because you don't see a lot of Gigas, but every time Gigas comes up, he does some pretty unexpected stuff. For me personally, and I believe it was MYK at at their local. He goes in with the choo choo. He's a train.
Yeah.
And commentators can make that hype.
I give it an applause.
You give it as applause.
Yeah.
You're agreeing with me here.
Yeah, I think Gigas can be hype, especially since you don't see him as much. So you get to kind of see kind of go I didn't know he could do that.
Right.
I didn't know these options were possible. And then you're right.
So because you want to compare with someone else that doesn't get he's just shown as much in the tournaments. There's Eliza, but Gigas isn't rinse and repeat
at all. No. Like it's the way you had.
It's Unga Bunga, but it's not Unga Bunga.
Yeah, I think he's a little incomplete as a character. So when you see people use him at a certain level and they're using his whole move list and, they're making him look, strong or like they're actually, they're really diversifying their approach, it makes it very interesting and hype to watch because people are kind of forgetting Gigas has this, he has that. And when you see that stuff, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know he could do that much damage. I didn't know he had that setup. It's fun to watch. Yeah, I agree with you.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, Gigas, look at you. Not at the bottom of the tier list of this one.
Thank God. Oh, also, your thing is frozen.
What do you mean?
You're like...
My Discord?
On Discord, I can't really see... There, yeah, okay, there it is. Because, it was zoomed in and I couldn't see Gigas.
So we're good. We're good now. You see it?
Yes.
All right, awesome.
Thank you.
Yay. Next up on the list, we got the Iron Grandpa.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hachi. I'm going to put a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I agree. 100% agree. The only thing I can see myself hype around him is Omen. That's it.
Omen and, I don't know, something about... jab into rage drive. Jab rage drive doesn't really.
And then step on him. Step on him.
Yeah. It doesn't really hit me the right way. Really, they're not hype really to me. It's Mishima's. It's still like you expected. But once we get to Kazuya, then I'll say something different.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's pop up hype.
Actually hype.
I'm actually gonna spoil it. I'm gonna put. My perspective on Kazuya, I'm gonna put him as pop-up hype.
I agree.
So let's hold on for that one. We're gonna move on to Mr. Strings here.
Oh, Hwoarang.
Mr. Hwoarang. Thumbs up or not of approval for me because sometimes it's rinse and repeat, sometimes it's not. But this does take a little bit of time with him.
Yes. Not of approval.
Not approval because we got some notable characters. Obviously speed kicks.
Yeah, speed kicks. Rest.
Yeah, dude, Rest is insane.
There's a K. I think it's K-Wiz. He's really good too.
K-Wiz, yes, K-Wiz.
Yeah. There's a couple others.
And a bunch of other streamers.
I know some other people don't know him, but his name's like Daniel Phoenix. He's really hyped too with him. Yeah, he can, there's a solid way you can play Hwoarang. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can play him really, solid. Oh, sorry, there's another player named Hassan Naruto. He's from, I think, it was Pakistan, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds like a Pakistan player.
Yeah, dude, yeah, that's hype. He's hype.
Just put the whole Pakistan right here, pop-up hype. I'm gonna tell you right, if this was country, I'm putting pop-up hype with Pakistan.
And all these players really do make him look super good. They're high level tournament players, and so they really bring this kind of charm to Hwoarang, where it's not just I'm doing the watch rinse and repeat. I'm doing my down 3-4s until I switch into my down 3-4.
Back 4. Oh, hey, donkey kick coming up.
Yeah, right. But it becomes more than that. Oh, I'm sorry. Bots is also really good too. From Japan, and all these players,
all these Hwoarang players just comes up in the mind. That's how you know.
They really make him look good. They make him.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, because he can be hyped, and he's one of those characters like Xiaoyu, where you have this whole move list, but everybody uses the move list so different because there's all this room for a freestyle kind of play. It's not okay, here's these set of moves that are really strong for my character, and my character's already A tier, so I have to worry about this.
Yep.
But yes, that's what I think. My bad. I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. No, you're very. Hey, yo, pop off, please, please. Alrighty, that's enough said for Mr. Strings here. Because that man, as much as how old he is, that man has still so much potential.
Yes, I agree.
And speaking of potential hype, Jack 7. I would like to put him at nod of approval.
Yeah, no, yes, I agree. Yeah, he can have some really hype moments, underused as well compared to season 1, and I mean, because everybody and their mom was using Jack in season 1. I remember specifically everybody was using him in season 1. I remember, but anyway, yeah. So Anakin, I think, and Saint single-handedly really make this character look so good. Because technically to me, I think Jack is either A-, B+, but comeback factor with Jack, he has the wall carry to do it. He has the frames to do it. He has the range to do it. And all it takes is one good forward 2 or one good volcano blaster throw. I think the 2 throw that launches.
Yes.
All it takes is one, and you could be dead. Or one read from them, one low carry.
You're missing one very important thing.
Rage drive.
Debug.
Oh yeah, debug as well. Yeah, debug can do it. I mean, the rage drive is also debug too.
Every time you hear a debug, you're gonna say debug.
Yeah.
Every time, it doesn't fail.
It's like, because not everybody's gonna block it, especially if you get up a certain way. You're gonna get hit by either debug or Jack. And the fact that it's down back 1 is plus. I think it's like plus.
Oh,
4.
Yeah.
4 or 5 on hit. It's really good. A lot of 50-50s, a lot of mix-ups. So there is some hype because debug and rage drive debug are also really good as well. And rage art, his rage art is really good. That's really hype. Saint has like one of the highest rage art hits. Percentages. I'm sure with that character.
Chanel has to say something otherwise on that one.
Oh yeah. I saw it. I remember. I thought that was so funny.
That was so hard. I actually got off of my feet. I was like, "What just happened?" Kind of, I
love those kinds of fights. It's a very classic fight between Jack and Elisa. It's very even, but I think she's slightly out solids Jack in general. But
I 100% agree. It's just Elisa just has that one movement.
It's her movement. Her movement alone really just can fuck with anybody. But yes.
Moving on. We have Jin.
Ooh.
I'm putting him on applause.
Okay.
The reason why I don't think it's pop off is because Jin players, I also play Jin, but just not as let's say like book.
Yes.
The movement that he has, this character actually, yes, he may be spoiled. Let's face the fact, he may be spoiled. But you know how much execution you have to play with Jin?
You have to have a lot of execution.
And it's
people drop a lot of stuff.
It's so rewarding to play Jin. But the reason why I just don't think it's pop off hype is because the only one thing that can really make him as pop off hype is his parry and then rage art.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But we don't see that every day because let's face it, not many people do that a lot. And the only thing you see yeah, exactly. You only see that in like a Chodo's top plays. You see a Jin, you're expecting to play very, very solid. Kind of rinse and repeat, but more with 200 IQ level.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's a good point. I think, you'll see some very great Jin moments. I've seen them in tournament as well, but it's not often, and a lot of the time it's like the parry more than anything else. Yeah. Like when he has those moments, you're like, wow. Like his rage drive can be great as well. But that's because of like a read, right? It's like a solid read that they get, and then they carry to the wall. After they do a launch, then they do rage drive towards the wall, and you're like, oh my god, right? So the hype is there. It's just
So do you wanna debate on putting on a pop off hype, or would you agree it would be applause?
I still feel like it's applause because it's also something that's expected, but it still has that every character, every player is so unique with how they use Jin and how they come across, like how they get that comeback and how it's so hyped. So, yeah.
Alrighty. Wow, this is just a whole agreement thing, dude. This is a whole agreement, and I love it. So.
Yeah, I'm opinionated about Tekken, but when it comes to certain things, like this, I think I'm very neutral with a lot of it. Now, when it comes to actual tiers, I have my thoughts, but I think this is kind of more neutral for me.
And this tier list is probably the funnest thing
I'm having a lot of fun with it, to be honest.
I'm very glad. So we got Porkchop's main, Josie.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Not of approval or applause.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking like not approval or thumbs up.
I think the only reason why I say not approval or applause is because she's looking more like Bruce Damage now, and she's becoming more complete as a character with the season 3 buffs and that knee that she finishes with now. That it carries the wall. She has her wall carries are pretty guaranteed every single time now, and that gets her all the damage that she needs while still, her regular like neutral and her stance switches and all that, and those mix-ups are still super good. Just look at Kagemaru and how he uses her, man. Like, that in itself, like, he brings so much hype with how the character, I think, should be played at high level. If you ever get, I don't know if you've seen him, but if you take a chance to check him out, he's really...
I will. I do know Kagemaru, but I don't remember Kagemaru playing.
Dog, you gotta check. The LCQ, man, dude, he was
I was actually really busy during LCQ. Unfortunately, I did see your match. I do remember seeing your match.
There was a couple because he went to top 4, I think, and he coupled with him making really good reads. You have to have those really good reads, especially with a character like Josie. You want to make every single low parry, every single counter hit count. You have any room to miss damage. She's not one of those kinds of characters. But yeah, like the mix-ups and like she can really be a very like strong threat, but you have to be able to use her properly. Like her rage drive is really good too, because people like to duck when she's doing that dash in your face, and then she does that. Yes.
With that being said, we're gonna bump up not approval to applause because she brought out such really good points. Wow.
Yay. Sweet.
Moving on, who I think is also very hype, we got Julia.
Ooh. Yes, I agree.
I think applause.
Yes, yeah. Let's just talk about how much you have to work to actually get the damage.
Yep.
Like
her damage, her movesets and just the combos that she does, it's very pleasing to the eye.
Yes. Yeah, aesthetically it is gorgeous to view, and there's so many different variations of of the types of combos you can do to even just get towards the wall, and the setups as well.
Yes, oh my god. Oh.
Evo Japan we got a little glimpse of it. We've seen it in multiple tournaments, but at Evo Japan specifically, yes.
Yeah, Mikio. Yes, that's because they're saying Mikio put Julia. Yes, as I'm gonna say something. Even though you did say Josie's new hidden top tier, I also think that Julia is one of the hidden top tiers as well that's getting a lot more recognition.
Yeah, okay. I think
a
little bit more recognition, but honestly, like to most people, I think it's known that these characters are strong. People just kind of put it out of their brains when you don't see the character as much. You do forget, and then it kind of takes somebody to use that character who's been using the character forever, and showing what the character can do. In a tournament, it kind of reminds people, but these characters have always been very strong. But what made them less used and less talked about is the execution. People don't want to always have to,
and people
do hard execution to get better damage. People don't always want to do that, so that's why you'll see the Shaheens, you'll see like the Jacks, you'll see certain characters more than others. You'll see more Zafina. You'll see things like that because playing them at high level, I think sometimes can be easier than playing another character at high level because you have to work more for certain things, and you want to kind of, when you have a high level player and they're using a character that's less execution, that just makes it easier for them to make certain decisions without having to extend too much and potentially drop a combo because it was that hard, trying to get more damage. So, which probably brings us to Leroy at some point. Yeah. But yeah, my bad. I just want to throw that out there as well.
Just wait. And also, like, when people thought Julia peaked. She hasn't peaked, as we have witnessed Evo Japan. She is still rising up.
It's funny how people think she peaked when she has never really been a tournament character like that anyway. She's been underused for a while. Doesn't mean she's peaked. It just means the potential has been ignored because the character has not been used like that. And that's it.
And I honestly don't remember the last time. Obviously, even Japan, we got Julia.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, I kind of don't remember when the last time we saw Julia.
A couple tournaments.
Honestly, the last time I remember was CEO.
CEO and Combo Breaker, I believe, but I could be wrong. But I think Combo Breaker as well.
See, that just proves everything. Pay attention to Julia, please. She is amazing. I'm going to learn her soon.
But I can't lie about the execution. The execution is something that does steer people away from her. But if you can learn that, it's not too bad. It's really not, as I'm hearing from other Julia players.
It did it to me once. Alrighty, going on. We got Katarina. I'm honestly just gonna go with the very, very bold, opinionated thing. I'm gonna put her to no.
Huh. I mean, her damage is obvious. We all know about her damage.
It's just her moveset is boring. I just think
rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I just think it's really boring. You see, well, what does she have? Harrier?
Yeah, like she's got a lot of damage. You have to do that much. I'd say meh.
You say meh?
Yeah, because I mean it can be good. It still reads. You still have to do a lot with her. But I mean,
see,
that's a hard one.
It is hard.
Because I get the no one as well.
It's just you don't. Panda isn't a hype.
I get it.
Yeah. See, we're stuck in a rock and a hard place here. It's just
could be interchangeable sometimes.
see now you're all right, man. Just a little bit of hype. Has she pulled off anything hype this past season? Or
whenever I think about her 4 hitting, in the wall damage, the wall damage that she gets just for carrying to the wall, some of her resets. I mean, like not resets, her setups. I think those can be really hyped to watch. I think the blue stuff hitting and killing can be really hyped too. But yet again, I think it always did a lot of damage. But I do kind of think about like just, when say you're gonna go against a Katarina player in tournament and you have life lead, they get 1 Magic 4. And you're already put to the wall, and it's like that the comeback is already there, right? And she has 50-50s that I think are really strong. Guessing at the wall is super scary against her. That's why I only say meh, because there are talented players like with her, Gerlanda, Junia. They play her well. It's just don't see it often, and it's not that hype because we expect this damage from her. She's a truck, literally a truck.
Very, very good, solid points coming from your very own Cuddlecore. Now we're gonna move on to Kazumi. I say thumbs up.
Yeah. No.
Are you saying no?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I had to disagree here because it's not hype to me at all.
You're sick of downward ones.
I'm sick of seeing everything about her. I think she's one of the most basic characters. You get what you ask for there. It's very easy to do a lot of her stuff. At high level, it can be fun to watch, but I've seen it so much. She has been strong from season 1 to 3. I get tired of seeing her. Yet again, super strong character.
Yeah, it says down forward 1, and then if you get hit by it, there's your guaranteed follow up to that.
And down forward 1, and then if you just step a little bit, or because they've conditioned you enough, they can just finish with down forward 1. 2, you get wall splat, then the tiger, and and it's the same all over again. And it doesn't mean it's not hype. This
has officially became a therapy session.
It's just you see it all the time though, and it's just like, cool, great, that was a great, awesome comeback, but I expect it.
It's the same combo you did 50 games ago.
But the thing is, she has everything that is needed to be a well-rounded character with less execution, and that's impressive. That's great, That's why you saw her so much in season 1.
Done. All right. There's mic drop. That's enough said. Does the Kazuya have like one bot that's godlike? Yes. It's down forward 1. Yes, absolutely. Kazuya, I'm gonna put you up here.
Yeah. Like for the execution that you have to have with him and his offensive tools and the down forward 2s into electrics and the rage drive. Electric.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. And the way this man's played is actually like you have not 200, 500 IQ when you play Kazuya at its max level. You do 10 electric blue and god fizz all in a row. You're perfect electric. Everything this man has, his mix up, forward 3, wave dash, hell sweep. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna do it again. And it's just
like he's scary.
He's so scary. You should be feared. You see this man, like this man is the epitome of evil. It is amazing. This is why he just deserves pop-off hype. Like that itself. Like there's no points needed.
I think he's one of the stronger Mishimas. I think he's one of the offensively he can be a really strong character. I think Heihachi has to be at the bottom when it comes to like stronger Mishimas. The work you have to do with him is what makes it. I think he's like at the bottom. But Kazuya, I think is either the first Mishima or he's the second one when it comes to like offensive pressure. That really
it's
scares the crap out of you.
It's ridiculous. Korean spammer. Are we going Nina? We're actually gonna go with alphabetical. So she'll be right up actually. So you'll wait. You wait your turn. She'll be right up. So it's gonna be good. Going on, we got King.
Applause or pop off hype?
From what we've seen, I personally think pop-off hype. I agree with the pop-off hype.
Yeah, like, I mean, of course, everybody mentions Majin, and I think that's a really strong example of, like, that was some really good pop-offs, like some good pop-off hype. The way he uses him.
And rage drive, and then just the big-ass elbow.
Oh my god, yeah. The setups are really good with him, too.
If you don't break throws...
it's the 50-50s you'll eat are scary because those are 50-50s. You can either get launched from crouch, or like counter from crouch. You can get launched with a hop kick because if you're ducking throws because you're not breaking them, he can rage drive you and you duck, you get launched there. There's so much potential that King has, underused still, but hype. And you notice how those characters at the top, like we were talking about, are still all underused, but bring the most hype.
This man right here, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. He's not in the bottom. He's not in the bottom. And also, Reality 2K, push the lariat to rage drive hype? Yes.
Because, he obviously, King has the potential, to he's a very strong character. I put him at A. Because the movement, just his counter hits, his throw damage, his 50-50s, his wall carry, the throws, if you don't break the right throw from when you are grounded, that's all so impressive.
Yeah, and you're missing a very, 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 very important thing. If you get hit with a rolling death cradle, everyone will actually get off their seats and scream at you.
I mean, those are hype.
That has happened to me before, and it doesn't feel great being on the receiving end that you're not the one being cheered to get hyped.
It does about 80 to 100 damage or something like that, or even probably more than that. And it's you think about the execution that you have to do all of that, and that's what makes it so hype. Is that, and of course, King will be above Akuma because. I mean, I guess in this case, it's hard to pull all that off. Yes, just like Akuma, but less seen, even more so. So it's great to see it when it's a specialist who does it. And people don't just pick up a Pocket King. Nobody just picks up Pocket King.
And then you have the potential, as what Reality 2K is saying in the chat, picking the Temple stage.
Oh, it's a very smart move from King players when they're down a game. Smart.
And I mean, there's just more potential there. So
all his throws pretty much do a lot of them do floor breaks.
Yep, extra plus 20 damage right there. Even more.
True, very true. Good point.
Thank you, Reality K. You get a shout out for that one. Up next, we got Kuma. We don't.
The Bears are just so.
I don't know. I've only seen one Kuma, and that's on CEO. I've never seen a Kuma anywhere.
I always put Kuma in the same bracket as
Panda.
It's the same. Like, the only person I've seen make that bear hype
is Raichu.
Yeah. So I mean,
like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Dilly, but
it's like it can be hype, but it's just so limited. Like when we look at what Panda does, it's like I've only seen one person really pull this off. And I'm gonna say it like this: when I saw Raichu play Panda throughout the year, I was like, okay, what's really helping him is how beautiful his defense is as well, and his timing. Right, the timing is so solid. And that really helped him with that. It was more like I got hyped from seeing his decision making more so than I did the rage drive stuff. Honestly, so we were talking about just decision making and like comeback factor with Panda. I'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll put her up there, but that's not.
Now I think about it. Yeah. I might move on to Meh for this one. Now I think about it. Real 2K brought out a really good point. Again, this man is just like analysis backstage. Everyone's always rooting for underrated characters. That's always you go for the Bears. Everyone's always rooting for them. But something that came up to mind, their rage art is really entertaining.
Yeah, it's cute. I just don't see much weight to the character in general. Right. It's cute when they spike and stuff, but it's like you barely see people use a rage art. It's usually the rage drive for combo damage.
Yeah, as again with the characteristics that makes this list, that's the only move that makes it hype. It's not stylish. It's not. I don't think the character is fun at all, or it's just not very pleasing. That's the only thing that's very pleasing.
I do find Panda a little more colorful as a character compared to Kuma, only because her and Xiaoyu have that connection. She has a cute little doll on her side, with the hat. And it's a Xiaoyu doll, and then like, oh, okay, they've had that bond since Tekken 3, so it's like, if you know the lore, it's cute. But other than that, there are animals in this game. Now, if they had Roger and Alex, I'd probably put them higher.
Now, this is not just character loyalty. God, come on.
But that's just just my opinion, though.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it for now. We're probably back to back. All the points that she had, all the points. It's just one thing. I don't really think it would just put him up to man. I think about it. It's a back and forth. It's a roller coaster. But so let's just gonna move on for now. We're gonna go with Lars.
Wow, he used to be really hype.
I still think he's kind of hype.
Where would you put him?
A Mayor thumbs up.
Okay. Yeah.
Mayor thumbs up. We got Dojin.
Yes, Dojin. There's another player from Japan called Aoyama. He uses the character really well. Also, L Train also uses him really well. It's just he's a little
L Train.
Less well-rounded. The character is not that well-rounded anymore.
It's just like the reason why I think it's just kind of hype. It's just the moveset he has. It's very elegant. It's very anime.
Yes.
That's what I just think is up there. And every time when someone plays Lars, they get laughed at. And then when they prove them wrong, everyone pops off. Everyone pops off.
Because the character is strong. It's just
it's so overshadowed.
He has some flaws, Yes. I think
so overshadowed.
The balance system really helped him out in tag. That it was easier to do his combos, and I think that's the thing. It made it easier to execute with him because he already had the swiftness and the movement. Because the tag 2 was all about movement. Everybody could step like nobody's business. And then you have this game where you can't move as much, and so Lars he can't really evade the way he wants to. Which obviously the way his stances are, it's supposed to allow him to move like that. But Tekken 7 nerfed movement, so I put it at what were our things?
I was thumbs up or meh. I was thinking more around thumbs up.
Yeah, because his combos are great too. The wall carries, you have to really know your execution to get those combos to the wall. And when he hits you, you feel it. Like the damage is worth it when you hit him.
And then you got mix-ups on Oki. You're either gonna get orbital or you might just get hit with the forward 1+2.
1+2, 4/3 as well, which also comes from forward 3 as well. Forward 3 into which is the stance. It's like
it's very it's
there's a lot of good stuff. It's just
overshadowed.
True.
So
Law.
Lars is up there. So we got Law next. I don't think Law's hype.
Law, we expect stuff from him. We expect Law stuff from him, like the quick 4s, the 3+4, whip punishers. We expect the DSS stuff.
Yeah, slide.
True, all the mix-ups, right? And then the kind of crouch, duck into Raw Rising 2. Meh.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Because I really like I just feel like, okay, when I talk about these characters and stuff, I only talk about them in terms of tournament play, because I feel like people have like these negative stigmas about these characters when they play online, and that's like all they know. But that's not, when you watch it in tournament, like it hits you different, because there's nothing in the way, there's no lag, there's no nothing, right? So you're watching it from where you are, you're like, okay, yet again, I expect this character to do this. I expect him to be strong.
It's super, like, it's rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I do think, like, because Laws, yet again, he's one of those characters that's like S tier, or like A+ at least. And so his options, even if it's like 4 or 5 moves that you use, but it's because he's so strong, he only has to use those. To use those.
Regardless, he's such a strong character, but it doesn't bring the hype. Doesn't bring that. Maybe if he had Tekken 4, Tekken 5 voice, maybe it will be hype, but that's just
more hype like that. Or his DSS is very strong as well, but only like at the highest level of the highest level do you even see that, like a DSS, and that used properly within like gameplay. Because when I think about like double Malgu,
hell, even sometimes Rip.
Rip, because like they use the character well, and they all use him so different, and that can be very hype when you see how they play him. When you see how they play him, it's just you see it so little, because you don't see Law that often in tournament.
I think he just got kicked off the cliff, and we're like, yeah,
but the thing is, the character is so slept on. Nobody uses him that much, and he's so good.
He is very, very good.
He's so good. We're talking great whip punishers, great neutral, the ability to open you up without even trying. Down back 3, was it forward 1+2 or down 1+2? We got throw mix-ups, we got DSS, we got slide mix-ups.
Also called his hammer move. I don't really know what it's called. The one that you.
I just call it Atlas Hammer because it's like Paul's.
Yeah, it's like, again, it's just like you're expected. You're gonna do one. All right, we're gonna do another one, or you're gonna press Magic 4.
Right, because it's like he's so quick, right? And 1, 2, 3 has a wall splat. 1, 2, 3 is, everybody uses 1, 2, 3. It's so good. And so like on 2P, I think that's a lot of the time when people try and like get off of 2P, because if the Law player's on 1P and they do the Atlas Hammer and you try and move, you're not moving. You would have to step to the left or something to evade some of it, but you can't because you're stuck. When you're on 2P and you're put in crouch, you can't, if you're trying to evade something and you try and step left, if that's the way you're supposed to go, you can't step that way. That's why people try and fight to get off of 2P, because you have to eat more mix-ups. And fun fact. Yeah.
I just learned something new today, folks. That's enough said.
Crouched too long. Oh, Lee.
This is my main.
Sweet.
I'm gonna be so biased here. You're putting a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's between thumbs up and nod of approval. He has some really nice stuff.
I'll put him a nod of approval. Everything about him is stylish. Everything about him is hype. Obviously you don't see a lot of players that plays him. Noticeably.
High execution as well.
I'm Your Father.
Yes.
And Fighting GM.
Those are usually the two that I see. Jody as well.
Jody the Great. Yes.
There's another. Oh God.
There's a Korean player that did the 3v3 when they were on break. I think it's L3E.
Yes.
L3E.
Yes. I like him. Yeah. Yo, they play. Okay. All of them play him so different, and I love it. He's very hype. The execution is super high too, so I respect it. And you get your quote unquote money's worth for doing it.
I don't know about quote unquote, because what you're doing isn't worth it.
I think so, because it brings you to the wall. There's more mix-up potential there. And it's 50-50s that your opponent has to deal with because he's in crouch. He can either slide, or he can do wall rising 2-3, wall rising 2-4. And if he's in rage, it's on and popping. Like, I think it's worth it if you can condition your opponent.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. With Lee, is all about conditioning your opponent. You're gonna hitman stance, slide. If
down
you're gonna crouch cancel, are you gonna slide? Or you're gonna wall rising 2-3 or 2-4.
Yeah.
Are you gonna counter hit back fours? When you get hit by back four, everyone is like,
It's very hype.
That's what I'm saying. I personally think it's applause. That's the reason why, because everything is just about him. His moves are so hype. Acid Storm itself. That move is the most stylish thing ever.
It is. I think that stuff about him does make him unique. I just put it at nod of approval because I'm like, yeah, we expect that he has to work hard. He has to work hard for his combos, but like, the potential of the character and just everything he has in his move list, like he has the potential to, be shown, like, to show that he's that strong for a reason. But I think applause is not a bad idea either. If you want to put it there, you can, because like I think when he does do something, you're like, oh my god, what? And then it. The style, the elegance of the combo.
The big style. And then when you end off your opponent with a mistrap. Thank you very much. Oh, God.
Yes.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
Advanced Silver Fang.
Yes. Well. Oh, gosh. Really all the just frames. All the just frames.
Yeah. He needs them. I like it. Lei.
Lei. Gimmick. Very gimmick.
Yeah, but like can be so solid.
I say thumbs up around
yeah.
I say around thumbs up.
Thumbs up is good. Because it's like, when you see it, you're like, this is sick.
Yeah.
But the 13 stances he has or something like that.
Yeah, it's such a huge, you need a huge brain capacity to learn that. You need like 2 terabytes in your head just to learn.
A lot of Lei stuff.
Like, I praise Lei players. Like,
yeah, because it's hard to use him. I think I referenced Xiaoyu like 3 times now, but he reminds me of Xiaoyu. But I always say he's a better version of Xiaoyu because his range is better. He can his aha step or haha step, whatever, is way more evasive to me than Xiaoyu's like evasive options. He has the ability to make you whiff without having to risk too much.
Yep.
Where Xiaoyu, she's very risky. Lei is risky, but he gets so much more reward for the risk. So yeah.
Agreed. Enough said. Also, to make a counter of how many times I said enough said, by the way. I've said that a lot. I caught myself. All right, next up we got Leo. Leo is also very gray for me because.
Yeah, same.
I find there's some hype factors on him, but at the same time there isn't a lot because he's like a hype version of an Unga Bunga, but not really because it doesn't really fit him.
It's like back 1-4 into a lot of more like offensive options because back 1-4 is really good. A lot of different transitions and different stances, a lot of things going on. Powerhouse of a character, underused AF. Whew,
yeah, it's very very underused.
Meh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I agree.
Oh God, no. Oh.
Next.
Yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate it.
There's no explanation.
It's like it's just so obvious. It's Yes, next, Lily.
There's no explanation for Lily. Lily, this hurts me.
She can be hype,
but she is so hype. But
I've seen some really dope stuff from her, but damn, they messed her up real bad.
I love Lily.
She's dope. Why did they mess her up?
I don't know, but God.
Where do you want to put her?
Meh, as well. I agree with that one.
Okay. Yeah. Rest in peace, Lily, because you're a hype girl. It's just they didn't hype you up enough.
You said you're already a rich white girl.
Man, they nerfed her in so many ways.
But it can't buy you everything.
No, it cannot. It couldn't buy you a better move list, that's for sure, or a better hitbox, or just better moves in general. Jesus, they messed her up. I used to play that character, Tekken 5. She was so good.
Throwback. Oh yeah, she was. All right. Here's your other main.
Xiaoyu. I think she can be hype, but I'm gonna put her either meh or thumbs up.
I say thumbs up.
Okay.
I'm saying thumbs up on that one because when she goes to AOP, Cali roll when she gets when she executes the right move at the right time, and you just reads the character, it can be really wonky.
Yes.
Or it can be really pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, she has some great options from those stances, even in her move, her style in general, her play style, like her fighting style in general is super evasive, really dynamic. It's graceful too, so it's really pleasing to the eye. So that's also fun to watch.
Enough said, because we already know Xiaoyu, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Lucky Chloe. I hate this character.
Yeah, Chloe, it's expected. Cali roll.
Yep.
Tons of damage.
90% of your health's gone. Say goodbye. Blink of an eye. You're going to meh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't feel the hype when I watch this character, and I think she might suffer from, I think she slightly suffers from that. I only have a certain amount of moves I'm gonna do because they're effective syndrome, and that's what the character has. She has a certain set of moves that are really, really good, so players use them, which I don't knock players for doing. It's just, because she's a more simplified character. I think she was a more simplified version of Xiaoyu.
Yeah.
And with more damage. And that's cool, but the hop kick isn't really that hype to me. The roll is expected that somebody's gonna, no matter how much you know about the character, sometimes you're gonna get crushed by the roll because of some weird hitbox.
Her moves look cool.
Yeah, the B-boy thing is dope.
Yeah, but it's like the whole idea is great.
Yeah.
But it's just it just doesn't meet the criteria.
It doesn't, and I think I hate to be that person, but her design, like her outfit,
I hate it.
Okay, all right, cool, because I feel a little weird about it. It's like,
please take off the tail.
It's a little much for me. I think it's a little too cliche, only because female character, so she has the pink on, she's got the it's this idol look that Japan loves idols anyway. That's their thing. But the thing is, for me, it's like, okay, she's a b-boy or whatever doing the b-boy dance stuff, and I know that's not her lore, but that's kind of like the style she has. Why not give her some clothes like that? It's like they don't want to do that for some reason, which is odd. But why not give her break dancing kind of clothes? Like she would have looked really cool. It's just I see that type of design style too much, so it's kind of like it's a little saturated. I wanted something a little fresher. That's all.
Yeah, I agree.
Her style does not fit that outfit, is what I'm saying. That's all. My bad.
Enough said. Next up, we got Mr. Marduk himself. Ooh. I personally think it's pop-off hype.
He's hype. I think he's really hype. Yes.
I personally think it's pop-off hype. That tackle does something to you.
Yeah, his momentum. The tackle to me serves as a momentum breaker, and you either guess right and you're back in neutral, so you have to guess again, or you guess wrong and you lose health, and that could be game. Right. And
imagine this scenario, right? You're low health in Marduk. You're going against anyone. You do a comeback. Everyone pops off, and then in the end, you do a rage drive. Right?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, either outcome, the commentators or the crowd is going to yell. I can just imagine Rip saying, "He doesn't break it," or "But he breaks it." Anything just happens. And
very true.
Everything will just end off with them yelling. And everyone's just gonna go bad shit crazy.
Yeah, his animations too, just like all his options, just key, his throws. Like you have to be a specialist to use this kind of character, in my opinion. So it's always hype seeing it and to see the types of options he has and the potential of the character in general.
Him picking you up off the ground and throwing you back down. Hype.
Oh, that reset stuff like that. See, it's really fun to watch, especially at high level. It's really exciting. Underused character, but great to watch a tournament. Very. Super hype. Tons of damage.
Enough. That man's Goldberg. All right, we got Master Raven.
Ooh.
Super stylish combos.
Yes.
Super stylish combos, and I'm honestly gonna put up not approval for me. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I like her stuff.
I want to say applause. I want to say thumbs up, but I think not of approval is perfect where she is.
I agree. I think she, we all know she does a lot of damage, but you have to work for the damage. A lot of stance transitions. She's like A+ for a reason, but you have to work for all that damage. Super stylish, like you said. It's always fun watching how she moves in and out, really conditioning her opponent. I like watching it. I have no complaints about that. You see it, you barely see her in tournament. So when you do, it's always really hype, especially as like a super solid one like Tishumon or like in Japan, Pina. Like they both play her so differently, but she's always a great time when it comes to watching her.
Also, I want to shout outs to one of our locals here, Young Skywalker.
Master yes.
Master Raven, always sick. Fun fact, Master Raven has 20-0'd me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That was when I was really bad at the game. I still am, but, carry on. Carry on. Miguel.
Ooh, that's...
Meh or yeah, no for me. He has became really stale.
Meh. They hurt him. They hurt him real bad, dog.
Yeah.
He could have been hyped.
This is literally Lily number 2.
Damn. They could have made him hype, but they kind of fucked him up too.
Yeah. All you hear is his very angry noises. That's there's some really angry punches there. His own version of Hatchet. Then his kind of orbital move, and some yelling. So that's all he has.
Yeah, his range is very limited as well. They really, when it comes to some of his like punishes, he doesn't get them because of his arms, which I think should have been buffed by now to make him a well-rounded character. I think he's really strong.
Yeah, he's very, very strong, but it's just the hype isn't there, dude. The only hype that we get is his rage drive. His rage art.
Yeah, rage art or savage dance into down back 3 or savage dance into down forward 2.
T-Rex arms, yes, T-Rex arms. You will forever be known as T-Rex arms.
Rest in peace, Miguel.
Next up, we got Negan. I think he's hype. This man.
I think he can be.
We don't see him a lot in tournaments, but just the moves that he has can bring up so many hype. Imagine if Negan was top tier, right? And he does all these moves. I'm telling you right now, all the crowds would be yelling "easy peasy" or "not cool." Or all those things.
Yeah, he has the potential to be a hype character.
If he makes it somewhere, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be super, super hype. So I'm telling you right now, I'm putting a thumbs up or not approval. I'm leaning more on thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And very good point, Reality. It's very dry. He plays very, very dry.
A lot of footsies and just neutral jabbing and... Yeah, like that's what happens with a lot of characters at high level. Your move list is condensed down to like 5 moves because that's what works until you kind of need to bring up the momentum so you do something a little more nutty. But for characters like him specifically, Law even sometimes, a ton of characters that happens.
Next up, we got Nina.
Ooh,
Nina's hype.
Yeah, I think she is too. Underused AF, but hype.
Not of approval, I think. Her wall carry is very pleasing to the eye.
Wait. Can we? I might have to disagree. Applause.
Oh, you're going to applause.
Yeah, we're talking about how much I put her on the same level of execution as Lee. And
I have no idea how to play Nina, so you're gonna have to educate me with this one.
The cancel from doing Wall Rising 1 cancels to that. Like that's like one of the things that Nina players always have to do to like get her wall carries, to get her all the way across. She has great wall carries, but that's one thing that you have to do. Wall Rising 1, like cancel Wall Rising, cancel like Butterfly 1. Like it's a lot. Yeah, and sidestep 1 cancels, and she has the pressure and everything, but you have to work for the damage. She has the tools to condition, but you have to work for the damage. She has.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, I played against all these characters, and it's. It's there. It's there. Her rage drive, her power, like she has it, chat. She has it, but it's tough for her. But when you see it, you applaud the crap out of it because that person's a specialist. It's not like I mentioned before. Nobody just has a pocket Nina.
You are. Yeah, I don't really know anyone with a pocket Nina.
No, I don't work like that, cuz. It don't work like that.
I do know there's a lot of Filipino players that play a lot of Nina. Or
yes.
But when we saw when they went to Manila, I think that one tournament they had, we saw a lot of Ninas there.
Yeah, like in some regions she's really popular. There's a Nina in Thailand as well. He's really good too. I didn't see too many Ninas there, just one, but he was really good. So specialist life.
Point made. Period. We got Mr. Noctis.
Ooh, I think he's really hype.
I think he's hype as well.
But where are we gonna put him on the hype
despite list? The cheesiness, all his moves are stylish as hell.
Yeah, his forge. I think one of the biggest examples of hype for him is Jotaro. My teammate, he makes that character look like that character's like A plus or something. The wall carries, the forward two punishers. His Jotaro can bait with 2-2 into that warp strike thing. I don't know how he baits people with that. He baits people with 2-2, and then he'll sometimes finish 2-2-2. And I'm like, yo, like his mind games and his solidness and his defense, he really makes that character good. I gotta put applause, dog. Applause. Because oh my god, he kills people. I don't know how he max damage every time. Jab, and then to the tailspin. I'm like, how do you do that? Yeah, but yes.
Because he's less cheese now.
And like they really made him better.
It's all I agree. Back then I would go against Noctis. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Now I was like, all right, I want to see how stylish you're gonna be. So I really do. Moving on, we got Mr. Paul Phoenix, Mr. One Punch Man.
Oh Jesus, Paul. Even when you do get hit by it and you expect it, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And it does get hype. Thumbs up.
I'd say, yeah, I agree. This man's saying pop off? You want pop off?
Oh, you're gonna have to fight for that one. You have to put that one in the inquiries, because I don't know.
I just like so someone let the death fist and everyone pops off. Yeah, I mean, to a point he is right, but how often you see like a death fist and then blue death fist? I would say Paul can be in any of them.
Yeah, he can. Like, because there are moments where it's really hype, and there's other moments where you're like, yeah, that was just BS. Like, come on, Paul.
But let's think of the general picture of what we see the most.
I see down forward 2 a lot into rage art cancel, but a lot of the time I see it when people are coming in. The Paul player would do, it's down forward 2 has a lot of range and it's safe. So I see that a lot. I see circle back 4 a lot. I see a lot of mix up between what is it? Is it Demo Man? Yeah, Demo Man and Death Fist. I see that mix up a lot, and it can be really hype. All that stuff can be super hype. Or if you get them to duck enough, getting the hot kicks, like it can be really. Or like sidestep rage drive Death Fist punish. Those are really hype. It's just
the execution isn't, But again,
Paul has. I think he has execution.
Exactly. It's just he doesn't have it, but he also has it. It's beginner friendly, but at the same time, it's not beginner friendly because to the point, beginner friendly is just a lot of damage to it. But there's Paul's a meme. Paul's a meme.
Yeah, I see him memed quite often.
That's all I'm gonna say. So honestly, I want to move him up to not of approval. That's my view at the moment. Yours is thumbs up, but again, he can be all of these. It's just Paul generalized. It's just that. So that being said, we're gonna go next, and we go into Mr. Low-High main.
Ooh, Shaheen. I don't find him hype. I apologize in advance, but okay.
No, I don't find him hype either.
Okay, good. He's like a less hype version of Lee.
Yep. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I'm so glad you said that, because he's literally. Yeah. I was actually gonna point that out. AK Shaheen is hype.
Yeah.
I like AKs.
Yeah, it's because of the player. Yeah, that's definitely a player by player basis, dog.
But if you want to put all general, like the movesets, it's not,
It's not. It's just, it's very, very simple, and at high level, you can make a lot of good decisions with some really simple tools from Shaheen, and you get the damage you want. It's very straightforward. He's a very straightforward kind of character.
And there's no execution. I don't think there is.
Not really at all. It's
just basic buttons.
Yep. And
she's boring. Yeah, he may look cool. His looks, his physical appearance may look cool, but it ain't it.
Like it ain't it, dog.
Next, Steve, hype.
I think he can be hype. I think his stuff is very expected sometimes, but when it hits, you just have to have the execution and use the character, because you don't see Steve just all the time in tournament. It's actually, he's underused as well.
Are you kidding? I think he's overused.
I don't think he's used that much. I honestly don't. Not well. Not to me. This is my opinion.
That's okay. This is a free for all. You're very welcome to say anything. Yeah, again, this is a tier list of both equal side. But if you want to look through all the seasons, I think Steve has been used a lot. But season 3, as what Inquisitor is saying, he has been underused.
Yeah.
We don't really see. I don't remember. I do know there's a Pakistan player that is very loyal to Steve as of lately. Correct?
Yeah, Hira. Yeah.
Yeah, Hira, and with season 2, Nia was all over Steve.
But that was only because Steve was a well-rounded character that could take on every single freaking character in the cast, Yeah, and that's why he used him.
He's literally Leroy back then, except not,
Exactly. No, exactly.
Jank.
And that's exactly what it was. And once they made certain things for Steve harder to do, you noticed the complete decline in who was using him.
Yeah.
So you put Matt, or it doesn't mean he's not hyped, because he definitely can be.
Yeah, he can be hyped. I put thumbs up because again, the moves that he has, all the sways.
Yeah.
And then I forgot that one move, but he completely does like a limbo, and then he catches you off guard.
Because he still has you still have to have the execution to use the character.
And then there's the Gatling gun. I like Gatling gun a lot.
Yeah, that is sick. And it's he has that swag,
Yeah, so I get it. And again, Steve is also a meme, thanks to a very certain YouTuber now.
Oh no.
Ooh, Yoshimitsu. Applause or pop off hype?
Pop off hype. Yes.
This man. Thank you, iMusician.
Yeah, iMusician really makes him look good. An underused character.
Super.
Yeah, but when you see him, you're like, yeah, that shit hype.
I was like, I'm so glad I died by that.
Yeah, he has some really iMusician really makes him look good. There's a couple other players. Oh, Kari from Japan also makes him look good. There's a Jumanji from here. He has a really good Yoshi. It's nice. Oh, Just Frame James made a lot of different setups with him as well. All very smart players and how they use him. But yeah, that character, though underused. When you see a specialist, oh yeah, you're getting hit by mix-ups, setups, swords, and unblockables, and
there's so much. God. It's that's what Chris was saying. Every Yoshi plays different.
That's the worst part. Even when you think you know the matchup, do you know the matchup?
Yeah, do you really know what he's gonna do? He's on the air. Is he gonna grab you, or is he gonna do the mid option? Oh, he's on the ground. What do you gotta do? And it's just so gimmick.
It's scary.
It's
and the thing about gimmick is, there's a lot of stuff that's really safe where you're not sure what the frames are, and it's the fact that his damage is high too.
I know.
And he crushes really well. He's evasive as fuck. Type.
And then people would spin on purpose just to get a rage meter.
They also spin to get rage, but they also spin to evade attacks, and then they launch somebody. That's a punish.
Mm-hmm. And then his flash. Thank you,
that's
Inquisitor. I forgot about flash.
Ooh, did you see when iMusician, Flash, Kagemaru, between Josie's stances, everything.
Yes!
Time she dog. I was like, yo!
Like, yo, what book are you reading?
He knew, like, you know, like, this is not real mix-ups for me. I can flash all this.
Like, you're doing stance? I know you're gonna do a move. You can't escape that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
smart though, smart. It's gay.
Everything about Yoshi is hype and smart, and that
and cheese
and cheese. Oh, you're -9 flush punish, lol.
And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And a lot of the time when he was -9, he flashed the shit out of him, and that was smart as fuck. Cause like this is a note for all Yoshi players. This is how you deal with that shit. Any character who has stances like that and they're at -9, flash the shit out of him. You don't have to deal with the mix-up.
He deserves that. He deserves.
Yeah,
that.
like that's smart. That's utilizing your character's tools to deal with a specific matchup. That is smart.
Done. Last one.
Ooh, Zafina.
Zafina.
I do like her.
I do like her as well.
But she's very.
It's very like the moveset she has. It's seductive.
Very.
But that's what makes her. I'll be just putting her there just to make her visible. We don't know yet. I'm just putting her there. Best movement in the game. Absolutely, she has the best movement in the game. I think.
But I don't find her. I don't find her hype.
I kind of do. I like seeing her movesets a lot, and you know when the movesets is really utilized. I was thinking more of thumbs up area because, you know, again this is a Zafina era, so there's a huge possibility what's gonna happen, and
there's a huge influx of Zafinas.
Yeah, so if you look at the players that's playing or how people play Zafina, I find it different as well, because you know you have Arslan that's picked up Zafina. You have Shadow. Yeah,
he's had a Zafina for a while. They both use her so differently, but exactly. You know the mix-ups are there.
So I personally think it's either meh or thumbs up. It's great.
Yeah, because you know her down for one, I see that used a lot to keep out people. She just a lot of it is just very backdash heavy. Not that much mix-ups, kinda, but I think she can. Yeah, okay, she can be hype.
Let's go with that. No, put you over here. All right.
Oh, okay.
I think. I mean, would you prefer meh or thumbs up? Because meh is meh. You see,
I think there's a lot of hype there, but it's definitely not from her stances for me. Her stances are already really janky, but I think her movement in general and what she can challenge can be very hype. I've seen it with my own eyes, so I see the hype in it.
Done. I almost said enough said again. You know, you gotta switch it up. All right, so everyone, this is the list that we have. I'm gonna move myself real quick. No. There we go. So this is what we have as for the list. Do you feel like we should make an adjustment of something, or I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with this list. I think
this list is good. I think we've discussed everything and why. I think it's solid as fuck.
And that's all to it. We discussed everything from a pro player perspective. We had some chat, insights, and you have someone from me that's just a casual player / spectator / commentator. And that being said, I think we're just gonna round this off. Cuddle, do you have any last words to say?
Thanks for having me. I don't really do tier lists at all because I'm like, wow, this looks like a lot of work. But it's fun to discuss with someone about like just the different types of tier lists. And I usually see like S through C or D or whatever. But it's cool to do a tier list based on like hype factor, which I definitely feel like it's a smart thing to do because there's definitely characters I'm like, wow, let's see this shit. And there's other characters I'm like, how the fuck is this on the fucking screen? I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care how good the match is. Like, if this shit is boring, it's fucking boring to me. But yeah, so it's interesting being able to talk about that and discuss it. I think healthy discussion is positive, and disagreeing is okay. I wish more people could disagree or debate without being pieces of shit. I think it's important, and I'm glad that we are able to do that, because that there is a such thing as healthy discussion in a in a community. People just have to learn how to be mature and grow up to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And honestly, you summarized it all well. And I want you guys to make your own hype tier list if you guys want to. I think this would be very, very fun, and I challenge you guys. Do you agree with this list? Do you not? If you don't, feel free to discuss it, wherever I post it. So, again, thank you guys very, very much, and I'll catch you guys next time. I'll probably catch you guys in a couple minutes. Quite honest with you, I'm gonna play more Tekken because this motivates me to play Tekken. Again, thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Bye, guys.